This shit is not for kids.
What's up everyone, it's your boy Xmanny87 here, bringing you another Storm Collectibles video, and what I have for you today is the Storm Collectibles Injustice Gods Among Us Bane action figure review. If you could please leave a like rating on the video, it'll help show your support for my channel, I greatly appreciate it. Plus, if you're watching this review, take a screenshot, post it on your Instagram stories, shout me out, and I'll tag you and add it to my stories as well. Now, Bane comes with everything you see here, so let's take a look at his accessories first, and then we'll take a closer look at Bane. For accessories, he comes with 3 pair of interchangeable hands. So first up is 2 closed-fisted hands, 2 pair of action-styled hands, and a pair of gripping hands that look identical to the action-styled ones.
Now to take a closer look at Bane.
The head sculpt is overall dope as hell. Very video game accurate in my opinion. I love how they have the stitching around here that is super dope. You know, the design of his mask is kind of inspired by his, you know, classic look. So it's very, very cool. And you get some, like, more stitching down there. It's very cool. I love the metallic red paint on the eyes. That is so dope. Yeah, I really like the luchador inspired mask here. As you can see, there's a zipper on the top. And his head might look tiny, but that's just how he was designed in the game. So I don't mind that. Again, video game accuracy wins here. The tubes are connected here. They do not remove. Not a biggie at all. It's just when you're trying to make the character look down, it's going to hinder it. It's like it doesn't make me, yeah, it's kind of limiting. So you're gonna have to rely on his app crunch to make him look down. But at least there's a workaround, you know? It's not a big deal. Taking a look at the back here, you see his Venom Tank. This thing is crazy. I really love the design pattern here. I really love all the details here. I love the sculpture. Look at that. Lots of wear and tear. Man, this is beautiful. It's a nice kind of mint green color. And got some red there. Man, overall, this is a beast of a Venom Tank. Then coming down to the lower back, you get more of these tubes. You go all around. We'll take a look at the front for a second, but I just really want to admire the tubing here. These are actually loose, so you can actually, if you want, just kind of tuck them in there, or let them sit on top of each other like that if you want. But what I did is, well, how you saw it at first, I just kind of looped them in there like that. I think that looks, yeah, that looks so much better. But we'll just have it dangling for now, as I'm going to articulate him soon. But looking at the front, you get more of this, you know, this chest plate, the Venom Tank on his chest plate. So this guy is roided the F up, man. And you got the Venom tubes that glow in a nice green color. Love how translucent it is, man. It really pops. I dig this so much. So in the game, he would hit this chest button right here, and that would activate his Venom, and he'd get all juiced up. So you see all these veins here. Yeah, looking juicy. Just taking a closer look at those veins. Nicely sculpted, man. I love Storm Collectibles. I think you guys that watch me know how much I love Storm Collectibles. Just taking a closer look at his arms. Man, really nice. And the tubes follow through. Taking a look at his gauntlets. Very spiky. Almost similar to Batman, how he has these gauntlet blades. He's got, you know, his fist right there. He's got like almost brass knuckles around his fist with the spikes there. Really nice. Going all around with the straps. Love the details. Taking a look at the other side. Again, so clean. Taking a look at the lower torso. There's so much going on. Freaking love this. And you got the belt right there. And you get some, like, I guess these are supposed to be like extra Venom canisters, you know, if he wants to recharge. And again, that tubing from the Venom Tank goes around here to his legs, as the top will, you know, go around his chest, his head, and it travels all along his arm. So I really, really love the details that they captured from the video game to this action figure. Just absolutely love it. Here are the pants. You know, he's got big bulky legs, man. More of those Venom tubes going along. And you get these spiky knee pads. So, yeah, this dude's a freaking monstrosity, man. He is very heavy, too. So, you know, looking at the pants, got the zippers down there. And you got the boots. Again, very video game accurate. I absolutely love how this came out. And the details on the boots are so freaking good. He's got some spikes on the front there, and even on the back right there on his heel. So, yeah, just, you know, flat on the bottom of the feet. I think the Venom Tank is like my favorite feature. It's really nice. Very, you know, separate piece right here on both of the tanks, and very squishy too. So you always got that nice soft plastic with Storm Collectibles, which I love. That means you can get a lot of range of motion with them. And there's Bane for you. And honestly, I love this figure, but there are some gripes. Like, I wish he had more than just 3 interchangeable hands as accessories. Like, it would have been cool if he had swappable arms, because in the intro of the game, before he hits the chest button, you know, his arms are clean. So it would have been cool to have some clean arms, because he doesn't have veins traveling along the neck here. So it's clean. So they could have done something like that, where they give us swappable arms and a shoulder piece, where it's just a clean looking, you know, non-Venom Bane. That would have been super dope. Or maybe like an impact accessory. If you want him slamming an opponent down, it would be cool to have like a nice impact accessory. Something else. Maybe an interactable in the game, you know, like a crushed pipe. Oh man, well, we had enough of that with the Hulk, but still, it would have been cool to add that. Or add something else for the price point.
Now to cover articulation with Bane.
His head looks that far up, so, you know, that's good range. You could get him looking that far down. Again, not that much, because the tubing here will restrict it, so you have to rely on the diaphragm joint if you want him to look a little, you know, further down. His head moves left and right. It does pivot, so that's really good. I love the soft plastic. You get a lot of range there, and it does rock around. His arms move that far. Oops. Shit.
Oh yes, I was wondering what would break first, your spirit or your body.
His arms move that far up and that far down. It does move up and down, but you don't want to move it all around, as again the tubing there, that will restrict that from happening. He's got the shoulder joint that rocks back and forth, shoulder swivel, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in more than 90 degrees, so that's impressive for a big guy. Wrist swivel and a multi-directional ball joint. Diaphragm joint, it moves that far down, so you could get some great ab crunch with him. And it moves that far back. Great range. It swivels at the upper torso and lower torso, and they both pivot and rock around. His legs move that far up and that far back, so for a big guy, you could almost get a frontward split. That's pretty impressive. His legs move that far apart, and again, you could almost get a full split with this guy. Amazing. Double jointed knees, and oh, no heel to the ass right there, but again, for a big guy, that's totally fine. His ankles move up that far, down not so much. He does have some pivoting, and then he has the toe joint.
And now for some comparisons.
Bane standing at around the 9.5-inch mark. Here he is next to some bigger figures from Storm, like Sagat. I got Sagat here in a nice fighting stance pose, which I did not want to take him out of, but Bane is still bigger than Sagat. Here he is next to the Mortal Kombat Goro figure, which Goro is still the biggest figure that they made, height-wise. Here he is next to Shao Kahn. Here he is next to Scorpion. Here he is next to some Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures like Venom. Funny, both of these characters both played by Tom Hardy. Here he is next to the MCU Giant Man, and this Giant Man Build-A-Figure is one of the biggest Build-A-Figures Hasbro has made recently. Here he is next to the Juggernaut Bath. Here he is next to the MCU Hulkbuster Bath. Here he is next to the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive vintage Hulk with that damn crushed pipe. Here he is next to some NECA DC figures like Batman, Predator Armored Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, and finally here he is next to McFarlane Toys Armored Superman.
And now to wrap things up, this figure will be your reckoning.
My final rating and verdict here is a 8.5 out of 10. This is the first figure in the Injustice franchise by Storm Collectibles, and they continue to nail the characters on the first attempt, as I mentioned several times before. While Bane is an incredibly beautiful piece of plastic, hard to justify the $100 price point for what just comes with 3 pair of hands. No other accessories whatsoever. Goro, a character who has 4 freaking arms, was $85 and had a shit ton of accessories. So yeah, honestly, not worth the $100+. I say wait until the price drops, as their bigger figures usually do. I understand that price points are increasing across multiple companies, especially imports. That's why I kinda wish they went with the Injustice 2 Bane instead. He was not as gargantuan as in Injustice 1 and had a clean, smooth, leaner look to him, but would have been a better price point and probably would have included accessories, like way more accessories. That aside, we get some of the best articulation for a monstrosity-sized character to pose around. That's what kept me clinging onto this figure. The sculpt and details are all there. It's so good to look at. So that was my review. Please drop a like rating on the video, comment, we'll chat about it. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Link is in the description below. Get your Storm Collectibles Injustice Bane figure at Big Bad Toy Store. Link is in the description below. Share and subscribe if you're new. Enjoy the pics at the end of the video. See you at New York Toy Fair. Peace, peace.